Good morning, all my dear students of class 6. Today we are going to start a new lesson. The name of the lesson is Mahajanapadas. So, Mahajanapadas, in this lesson we are going to learn about Janapadas as well as Mahajanapadas, its features and various things. So, let's start the lesson. As you can see in the first paragraph, it is written that, let me read the paragraph first, then I will explain with you. With the emergence of tribes during the period between 600 to 300 BCE, Aryan settlements matured to become large villages called grama. Their territories expanded as the people could clear land easily with the use of iron tools. The increase in agricultural production led to the growth of trade and commerce, resulting in better standards of living and the development of towns and cities. Consequently, the ruler of these villages, acquired more and more power. These large territories came to be called Janapadas. The word Janapada is derived from two words Jana meaning people and Pada meaning feet. Therefore, the word Janapada literally means the place where people put their feet. This set the ground for the establishment of large and powerful kingdom. So in this paragraph it is written about Janapada, that with the emergence of the tribes during the period of 600 to 300 BC, Aryan settlements matured. So, as I already told you in the early Vedic age lesson, where I told you that how Aryans people came from the Mesopotamian sea areas, it means the European areas, and after crossing Hindu Kush mountain ranges of Afghanistan, they entered the western part of India. So Aryan settlements matured to become large villages, and those villages are called grama. Their territories expanded as the people could clear land easily with the use of iron tools. The increase in agriculture production led to the growth of trade and commerce, resulting in better standard of living and the development of towns and cities. And as a result, the Rajan means the ruler of the villages acquired more and more power. And these large territories came to be called as Janapada. So Janapada, Jana means people and Pada means feet. So therefore the word Janapada literally means the place where people put their feet. Now sources of information. So Vedic texts like the Brahmanas and the Upanishads gives the information about the period from 600 to 300 BCE. Buddhist and Jain sacred literature like the Jataka tales and the epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, are the main source of information about this period of 300 BC to 600 BC. And few of the excavation at places like Kashi and Patliputra also gives us information about this period. Some sites from this period excavated by archaeologists include the Purana Kila in Delhi and Hastinapur near Meerut, UP. So these are the sources of information. Now about social changes. By this time, the previously flexible Varna system, which is also known as caste system, came to be hereditary and took a U-turn towards rigidity and inflexibility. The roles and responsibilities of each caste or Varna were now clearly defined. The Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas formed the ruling class and enjoyed the powers and privileges that were denied to the Vaishyas and Shudras. The Shudras were meant to serve the other three Varnas and they were regarded as untouchables. As a result, they had to live outside the village or town boundaries. It means in the social changes in the period of Mahajanapada, from which is from 600 BCE to 300 BC. On that period, the caste system was on its peak, and the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas formed the ruling class and enjoyed all the powers and privileges, and that were denied to the Vaishyas and Shudras. The Vaishyas and Shudras were meant to serve the other three Varnas, and they were regarded as untouchables, and because of which they had to live outside the village or town boundaries. And the position of women was also deteriorated. They were required to carry out all the household work and take care of the family only. They were not permitted to participate in assemblies and had no say in the affairs of state. While they continued to participate in religious ceremonies, education was not imparted to them. So this was the worst condition of women. So with this, I'm ending this lesson here in this class here. In the next class, I will explain you a bit more about this lesson. Till then, thank you.